here or a reader the Kiwi here, and we are once again back in Final Fantasy XIV. And tonight the plan's simple. We are going to be finally playing through the Viper job quests. As you can see, might be a bit hard, but I am level 96 in Viper. I got above 90 quite some time ago. But I want to make sure I kept to the schedule, so I was putting off doing this, and I wanted to make sure I do the job story on stream. And then stuff happened, and after Wednesday I'm going to be out of town, going away for work for a week and a half, and so I didn't want to push it too far out, and maintenance is tomorrow, so instead of our usual Yu-Gi-Oh stream, we are instead jumping back on here. Now, since last time I made a glamour for Viper, I really quite like it, the silver and the green. I'm a bit of a fan of it. Plus, of course, we got a portrait. This is my first joke portrait that I've kind of done, and I just absolutely love it. After playing Viper for a while, there's aspects I like about it, aspects I don't. I did a level 90 Alliance raid a while back, and I just felt exhausted by the end of it, of just constantly pressing buttons. How I feel with how it plays is sort of like a mixture between Monk and Reaper. It's got like the long combo, constantly pressing buttons as Monk, but it's like tuned and smooth like Reaper, and it has the alternate combo like after a certain bit. But it's not really my kind of job, I don't think, because I just feel like it's just a consistent stream of damage, which I found I don't think I really enjoy all that much. I much prefer, like, it might be because I'm biased because I've been playing Ninja for so long. I like Ninja where it's got the small amount of damage and then one big crazy burst window every minute to 2 minutes. And I think I enjoy that gameplay a lot more. And out of the two jobs, I think I prefer Picto more because it's, even though this, again, I'm not really big on casters, but it's just the animations make it feel a lot nicer than the other casters. Anyway, the point of today's stream, though, not a job review, it's during the job quest line. So let's start off. Alright. Wow, you sure look the part. Sure do. But do you feel anything from the soul crystal? Yeah, I knew it. Sounds like you got what it takes to be a Viper. But the only way to know for sure is to put them new skills to the test. For that, we'll need prey. From what I hear, you adventurers have got your own guild, so I'm guessing the folks there will know the best spots for hunting. Let's go see what they can tell us. Alright, to the Adventurers Guild. Boom, boom, boom. You're after deadly predators? Try Spineless Basin. Lately there have been sightings of heretofore unknown species. Those that slaughter anything that moves, including travelers. What's worse, they work in packs. Even adventurers hired to kill them ended up meeting a sticky end. Battered boy. Got a lead already? Maybe there's something to this whole asking round thing after all. Critters not from around these parts, you say? Either they got chased out of their usual habitat, or they were brung here. Either way, that's bad news for folks unfortunate enough to cross paths with them. The hunting of Dawntrail is a Viper's most important duty, but that doesn't mean we can turn a blind eye to lesser threats. Next stop, Spineless Basin. Alright. Oh, actually. Right here. Do 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 do. These here adventurers ran into a whole gaggle of the fiends we're after. They got pretty roughed up, but I saw to their wounds already. Don't you worry. Before we go and say hello to the troublemakers, I reckon I ought to teach you about the Viper's dual blade. Our techniques were created for the sole purpose of killing Dawntrail. Most of them are meaner varieties of things you might encounter in the wild, often with special powers to boot. To stand a chance against these powerful enemies, our ancestors looked to Vipers for inspiration. They're always twisting and turning to find the perfect angle of attack to take down bigger prey. 2 blades for the twin fangs of a Viper, to wield in tandem and strike with precision. They can also be combined into a single weapon that weaves and sways like the body of a snake. By switching between these stances, a Viper has the capacity to adapt to any situation. Now, the prey we're after today ain't nowhere near as fearsome as the Dawntrail, but they'll give you a chance to test out your new skills. Let me know when you're ready. Alright. The beast we're chasing supposedly works in packs. My gut tells me there's a whole bunch of them over by that big old tree. It's gonna teach me just like the other one. Although, I already know pretty much all of it. Practicing. Let me know when you're ready. Yeah. Use Death Rattle. Wait, which one's Death Rattle? Wait, do I not have Death Rattle? Wait, what? What the hell? Oh, okay. It's... So I just need to combo up into Death Rattle. Okay. So I just need to do each of them. It roared just now, almost like it was telling them to clear out. I reckon that's big old bastards waiting in the wings. Now it's sent us tougher opposition. Now it's gonna go the Dead Winder combo, right? Alright. Easy. That was simple. Everyone's getting close to the boss. Beast must be pissed that minions are getting beat. Just how I can hear it, and there it is. Wow, I stuttered that so badly. Time to take it down a peg or two. Dun dun. Oh, some music. Battle music. Do like how just flashy it just looks. So, like the basic combo. When you move off from a cast onto it, you just feel so much faster. It's crazy. Not bad. Not bad at all. Those were just the basics, but your execution was mighty impressive. Since you've proven you won't be a liability, let me tell you about the Trial Vidra we're up against. We call it Ik Som Zamajin, an offshoot of the Brax, a deadly jungle predator. And after a series of mutations, this one has grown huge wings. Worse yet, it's smart as a whip and has a mean streak a palm wide. After learning of the beast, me and my most promising student set off to slay it. Facing it head on seemed like suicide, so we laid an ambush. Almost worked too. Almost. We thought we had subdued it and made our approach to deliver the killing blow, but we had underestimated the fiend's cunning nature, and when we got close, it lashed out, lightning quick, before taking to the skies. I cradled my brother in arms as he breathed his last. Oof. So we have his job done, that's why you got an extra one. Revenge is all I've been able to think about ever since. I travelled the length and breadth of Dawntrail looking for the beast, with nothing to show for it, but a half-dozen pairs of ruined boots. With each passing day, I grew more and more desperate. That was until I met some folks who had crossed the Salt on a trade ship from Uldar. They claimed they'd seen a huge winged creature flying eastwards over the ocean. Knowing how clever Ixom the Majan is, I reckon it had gone in search of new hunting grounds, somewhere without an established threat like us Vipers. So I bought a passage on a ship. Here I am. Little did I know, Eorzea would be damn near as big as Dawntrail. I'm a fish out of water, and I'm not afraid to admit it, or that I'm gonna need help, all the help I can get. That's where you come in. With you on my side, I might just stand a chance of avenging my fallen comrade. What do you say? Certainly. Thanks. That means a lot. Let's get back to Uldar and see if we can find some clues as to Ixork the Majan's whereabouts. I'm just gonna call it Ixol. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. As you saw at the Weavers Guild, heading up folks ain't my strong suit. If you're happy to take the lead, I'm happy to follow, at least for now. You think you could ask the locals if they spotted any strange creatures flying around? As for me, I'll study your technique, see if I can brush up my social graces and whatnot. Alright, he's accompanying us. A flying beast? Why yes, of late we've had sightings of such a creature. More and more each day. We're looking into it ourselves, but there've been no reported attacks, nor can I provide a more detailed description. As such, I can't say if it's the same one you're after. What's your thought? Not that I'm averse to chewing the fat with folks, but getting useful information out of them sometimes feels like drawing blood from a stone. Half the battle is choosing the right person to ask, I reckon. I'll watch how you pick them off, see if I can't do better when it's my turn. Yeah, when I was on the ship here, I heard about this hunt your local companies seem to be running. We got a system like that back in Dawntrail too, mainly for dealing with ENVTuber. Naturally, the bulk of the work was handled by Vipers, but ever since the Dawn Servant came to power, the scope's been expanded to cover a wider range of threats. These days, pretty much anyone can take on jobs. There's no shortage of them all over. If you're ever in Dawntrail, maybe you ought to give it a try. Already signed up. Whole lot of people here. We got cities of our own back in Dawntrail, but this is something else. You know, become a Viper, traditionally you've got to live in this remote village in the mountains where you learn all you can about the habitats of various beasts. Ain't much else to do out there, so anytime you get to yourself you're expected to spend honing your skills. Once training's done, you're free to roam where you please. There ain't many Dawntrail that need hunting, but they can spring up pretty much anywhere in Dawntrail. So many say it's good to keep on the move. Me though, I chose to stick around even after I finished my training. Gave me a chance to work on my swordsmanship, and instead of going out looking for work, folks came straight to us asking for help. That's how I got complacent and fell into the habit of letting my elders and students do all the talking and negotiating with outsiders. Even my passage here was arranged by an acquaintance. That tracks. What? A winged creature? Oh, wow. I've only heard the rumors. They say it has a dozen faces, ringed with red, wiggling tentacles, and it shoots beams of light from its eyes. Oh, of course, it's all too common for those with more money than sense to bring in bizarre specimens from distant lands. And the trouble with rumor is they grow even more fanciful with each retelling. Not really helpful now. Well, damned if I know how you did it. But your silver tongue got useful information out of folks. Even if none of it amounted to a solid lead. The knowledge that Ixok hasn't kicked up a proper fuss yet is a clue all in itself. I reckon it's taking its time to get the lay of the land, having only just arrived here. Alright, now seeing the master at work, I'm going to try my hand at talking to the locals. Don't get ahead of yourself. I know full well I'll probably make a fool of myself, but no one ever got good at anything by standing around with their thumb up their ass. And it just so happens I brought with me a whole bunch of herbs and knickknacks from back home that I can sell, keep myself fed. It might take a while to find any solid leads, but at least I can get by for the time being. Ooh, who's this? So, those are the ones who slew my pets. Interlopers on the hunt for my next darling prize. Little do they know it's lost interest in Fenland. Just as well. Fickle nature may yet bring us greater delights. Is this a beast tamer? Is this teaser for the beast taming class? I'll be doing my damnedest to get more information. Might take a while, though, so come see me later. And don't forget to practice your Viper techniques. Alright. Good to see you, Tiru. After a lot of asking around, I dug up some new leads on Ixok. Or at least, I think I did. Wasn't easy though. At first our only stories of interest were Gridanian poachers dealing in so-called exotic meats, juveniles. In other words, too young and too dead to be what we're after. That detour notwithstanding, there were a few other tidbits that might be useful. I got my own thoughts on the matter, but I want to hear yours too. That alright? Absolutely. Much obliged. So I hear an adventurer came across a whole bunch of strikingly beautiful red feathers just outside of town. They ended up giving them to some kids who've been playing with them ever since. More to the point, there was talk of a huge beast with glowing blue eyes flying off towards a place called the Black Shroud. Red feathers, blue eyes put together, and it sounds an awful lot like Ixok. Seems it's had enough of Thanalan and picked the Shroud for it as its new stamping ground. But what's your take on it all? A promising lead. Ah, I knew you would agree. After the amount of mystery meat I had to sample just to squeeze information out of those butchers at the market, glad it all paid off. As for our next move, I reckon we ought to take an airship to Gridania. From what I hear, a fellow named Gavin over at the Adder's Nest should be able to tell us more. I'll meet you there. Alright. Do this. Frickin' what? How might I help? I'm after Terrell Vidra. I mean, I'm searching for this dangerous creature that's come over from another continent. I see. As it happens, I'm aware of a beast that matches the description of this Ixoc. Our scouts spoke of its blue eyes and red wings, and of its aggressive nature leading it to attack any who dare approach. So it really is here in the Shroud. Up to no good already. Thankfully there's been no deaths so far, but it's only a matter of time before a merchant or adventurer becomes the first. I believe Ixoc came here in search of new territory. The land wasn't to its liking, and now it's testing out the Shroud. It would appear so. I'll tell the other adders that you're pursuing the beast, and lend what assistance they can. I assume that's alright with you? Yes, sir. The more the merrier. Slaying the bastard's what matters, and I ain't too proud to accept help when it's offered. So where it was last seen? In the South Shroud. Once you get there, head for Quarry Mill and look for Lieutenant Goliath. He's leading the search. So cooperative. That is boom boom. But we all know this isn't the end. It's gonna end at level 90. You're not sus at all. Not like I saw you in the cutscene. I don't believe we've had the pleasure. I gather you do a pursuit of the creature. You must be Keskwa and Teru. The Adder's Nest sent word to expect you both. I'm Goliath, the officer in charge of this operation. This is Innocent Stork, who's provided us with vital information. Merchant and her employee spotted the beast on the way back from Uldar. He's also taken the liberty of sending a team of experts to assist in tracking the target. At no expense, I might add, but compared to the losses my business would suffer were the creature allowed to roam free, I deemed it a worthy investment. As our goals are aligned, perhaps you wish to join my experts in the field. If so, you'll find them near Roots Lake. I'm sure you'll get along swimmingly. Looks like we're late to the party. Let's hear what they have to say. Levies that I haven't actually unlocked. Fresh meat for the hunt, eh? Order came down to let you two tag along, but don't get underfoot. We're looking for signs of the creature so our naturalists can predict its movements. We'll then lay traps where it's expected to appear. Got themselves a proper plan, don't they? Seeing as they're being so accommodating, we may as well join in the search. Now, I might have this just a bit too loud. Signs of activity. Found me a few signs of activity. How about you? Corpses of grazing animals, gouged by monstrous claws. Same here. The size and depth of the wounds are consistent with our Ixoc hunts. And just like back in Dawntrail, it's not killing just to eat, but also to mark its territory. Show anyone and everyone who's boss. There you are. Managed to sniff anything out? Yes, sir. Aside from a couple of dunghills, and we got some dead wildlife. Most likely the work of Ixoc. I reckon it's close, somewhere north of the swamp. We came to the same conclusion. This predator makes no attempt to cover its tracks. Clearly it has survived so long by virtue of its immense proportions, in spite of its diminished intelligence. You got it all wrong. It left those tracks on purpose, to see how we would react. Are you saying the beast is testing us? That's absurd. The level of foresight and cunning required to even attempt to do so is far beyond these lesser beings. As for the corpses it left behind, those animals must not have been to its taste. I suggest using fresh cuts of prime livestock as bait. The bloodier the better. Once the creature has been enticed, surrounding and subduing it is but a formality. Hate to break it to you, but Ixoc's way too clever to fall for that. You're gonna need every trick in the book, and then some. Rest assured, I've considered every eventuality. Look, dude, you don't know about these creatures. It's a foreign creature to you. And even if there was merit to your advice, I will not let it be said that our success was the product of anyone's genius but mine and mine alone. Oh, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy right off. This is just fucking narcissistic bullshit that he's putting ahead of the mission. What difference does it make who came up with what? A monetary difference. Innocent stock offers better rewards based on performance. Aye, don't even think about trying to steal our thunder. We're the ones who will bring her Ixoc, whatever its name is, not you. Listen, we're trained to fight large predators like these. If you got any sense, you'll let us take the lead. And put our lives in the hands of complete strangers? I think not. There's no place in our strategy for you. Just stand aside and await further instructions. Well, these guys are dead. Fine, have it your way. You're half the hunters you think you are. Ixoc as good as dead, right? Although they're gonna try and capture it alive. I think Innocent Stalker's a beast tamer. Come on, Teru. Let's leave them to it. Nothing good ever come from working with people you can't trust. Even I know that. Then it's decided. You two will wait at the southern end of the lower pass. Be ready to give chase in case the beast escapes us. Not that it will. And that's the last we see of them. Bye-bye, fresh meat. Let's chill out here. Awfully quiet, don't you think? You hear that? That must be one of the hunting party. It came from the north. Let's move. I didn't snake mole. Hey, we heard that from all the way over here. He's dead. Oh. I know it hurts, but please tell us what happened. Was watching us. That first lamb should draw the target out of hiding. Though, replace it with the toxin I brought. Success is practically guaranteed. Toxin? We were explicitly told not to kill the beast, in case you've forgotten. Of course not. It can be used as sedative, highly potent, but only lethal if applied in excess. I don't even know what's lethal to the beast or not. If you lack the stomach for it, I'll do it myself. Actually, my personal contributions will be detailed in the final report to ensure credit is given where due. What the hells are you playing at? If it catches wind, the plan's ruined. We go after them? No, it'll only make things worse. If that bookworm wants to stick his neck out for a few more gil, I say let him. What? No, no, ah! Gods have mercy, there it is. They come, nothing's changed except the bait. Now's our chance. That's what we heard. Wait, we heard him scream, but we didn't hear that. They were screaming, I ran, but I could still hear. You're right, it knew, it knew. Wait, so he wasn't attacked, he's just exhausted from running? Keskwa, Teru, by the 12, what happened here? The hunters became the hunted. I shall see that their remains are recovered and necessary rites performed. Perhaps you'd be so kind to return to... Oh, I accidentally clicked through that. It was just asking us to return to the quarry mill. Alright. I'd anticipated casualties, but it was a massacre. Ixoc grown bolder. Before it only hunted animals, lone travelers. Prey it knew it could handle with ease. Its past brushes with death taught it to be cautious. That's probably why it fled Terrell in the first place too. But it just outwitted a group of armed hunters. Instead of running away from trouble, the beast went looking for it. This was sport, a game. It was having fun. And now it's had a taste, it's only gonna want more. My poor judgment invited this tragedy. I must make amends. Please allow me to assist you in pursuing the creature. Even without a team of experts at my disposal, I believe my network of contacts will prove useful in gathering vital information. Keep the freelancers out of it, and leave the hunting to us. Understood. I place my faith in your abilities as Vipers. I appreciate it, man. Have we even mentioned that we're Vipers? Also, what does she know about Vipers? If you turn up any leads, be sure to let us know. I best return to the Adder's Nest and deliver my report. It's imperative we inform the populace of the threat posed by Ixoc. Might I ask that used Quarry Mill as your temporary base of operations? Knowing where to find you will make it easier to coordinate our efforts. Suits me fine. Besides, I got plenty to do here, like learn the neck of the woods and the critters and whatnot. But while I have you, there's one thing I want to ask. How did the twin adders get their name? I beg your pardon. What does that have to do with Ixoc? Nothing really. It's just us Vipers based our fighting styles on snakes. So they're near and dear to our hearts. Might even say we got a reverence for them. Is that so? I suppose we also feel a kinship towards snakes. The name Twin Adders comes from a pair of white snakes on the Gridanian standard. Though that imagery predates the city-state's founding. There's more I could tell you, though I fear other matters must take precedence. With a history as long as that, would be here talking till the Parkers come home. I'd love to hear more about it. He probably doesn't know what Parker is. I'd love to hear more about it, but I understand it will have to wait. I'd best get to learning what I can about Ixoc. Well, I see to that. Maybe you ought to squeeze in some more training. No need. I'm well out-leveled these quests. Feet. E5. I had a bad feeling when I woke up this morning. Sure enough, Ixoc has struck again. Goliath and innocent Stalk are trying to narrow down where it would appear next based on the reports, but so far they've come up empty. Here Goliath is over at Four Gourd Float, talking to the witnesses. Go see what he's learned. Right. Thank you for coming. I expect Keshkwa has shared some of the details, but it's even worse than we thought. Ixok grows increasingly bold, with deadly consequences. For a blessing, the people here remain calm, though we must act quickly to avoid widespread panic. The adders have called upon anyone with information to share, and asked that they gather here. As we requested any detailed report, as we requested that any detail be reported, no matter how small, we find ourselves somewhat inundated. I'm certain, however, that among the accounts are clues vital to locating our quarry. We can help with that. All we gotta do is ask folks around here what they've seen, right? Ah yes, that would be most helpful. Perhaps you can start near the Aetherite while Teru asks those over the bobbing cork. Alright. Dun, dun, dun. I was passing through the North Shroud when I saw a delightful when I saw a frightful creature with immense red wings. It was a little too far away to see clearly, but it seemed to be battling a group of smaller beasts, which it promptly slaughtered before flying away. Upstairs. Area of interest. While passing through, I heard that some fiend was on the rampage over in the East Shroud. I didn't think much of it at first, but when I saw all the people coming from that direction and the looks on their faces, I decided to stay put. Good thing I did too, or I might have died. I saw it flying over the central shroud. With each flap of its massive wings, came a powerful wind, bearing the scent of blood, so noxious and suffocating, all I could do not to vomit where I stood. Everyone's got a story to share, but nothing seems to point where Ixok might strike next. You do better? North, East, and Central Shroud, huh? The folks I asked said it was in the south. I tell you, it must be trying to make the whole damn forest its territory. Hold on now. One of those guys I talked to was in the East Shroud. Your witness heard the beast was on a rampage, but mine said he never saw Ixok, even though they should have been there at the same time. That's worth looking into, don't you think? You might be onto something there. I don't know what. I'm not saying this is the answer, but you never know where a trail will take you till you follow it. You ought to go chat up that fellow again. I'll take you. As I said before, I was traversing the East Shroud on an errand when I heard what sounded like the flapping of enormous wings. A moment later, I saw a wounded animal charging through the brush. It was then I recalled the rumors of the monstrosity on the loose, realized I was in danger and ran. So the critter was hurt, but still able to make an escape. But the only way it could have gone away from Ixok is if the bastard chose to let it go. Meanwhile, our friend here was close enough to hear the wings flapping, yet lived to tell the tale. Venture traveling alone would have been easy pickings, so why'd Ixok spare him? Did something that no other venturer had done before? Was carrying something. All I had on me were some bottled potions and ethers. Ah, but there was one other thing. I carry a potpourri filled with Garabani and wild grass, and a la Megan Custom, in case you are unaware. That's gotta be it. Goliath wanna hear about this thing. Could you wait here a moment? Kishwa has asked me to verify a theory of his. I shan't be long. Exactly as you summarized. Most of those who've seen Ixoc and lived to tell the tale are Alamegan adventurers. Knew it. Gotta be that fragrance. A lot of animals have a powerful sense of smell, and Ixoc's no exception, which makes it much more sensitive to odors that it doesn't care for. I reckon the beast can't stand the wild grass and those potpourris, the potent fragrance, a lot like another kind of grass we got back in Dawntrail. Come to think of it, Ixoc never went near anywhere that grass was growing. One man's meat is another's poison. Perhaps the same can be said for aromas. Exactly. And now we know what Ixoc can't stomach. We can use this information to drive it where we want. Then it would behoove me to share our discovery with Innocent Stork. Given the information and contacts at his disposal, I dare say she'll help us find a way to utilize the fragrance to its maximum potential. Ooh, I don't know about that, but we as a player know information they don't, so I dare say you're right. In the meantime, we'll head over to Girl Barnia and pick us some wild grass. Yes, by all means. We must do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. Many of the adventurers gathered here are so terrified of encountering Ixoc that they're considering abandoning the profession entirely. Several are yet fledglings. If they had to contend with a foe far beyond their reckoning, they'd die before gaining enough experience to even be considered adventurers. The thought of their bright futures being snatched away like that is almost more than I can bear. This is the very reason I joined the Twin Adders, to prevent such senseless deaths. Therefore, I humbly request your cooperation in slaying the dread Ixoc. No need. I had every intention of putting that bastard in the dirt. To the matter at hand, then. A few moments ago, one of the adventurers mentioned that wild grass we seek grows abundantly at Pike Falls. Once you've collected enough, let us rendezvous at Quarry Mill. I must warn you, though, that Girl Barnia is home to some particularly vicious wildlife. Be on your guard. Alright. Go pick grass. Gotta go touch grass. Oh. Boom, boom. Here's my grass. That ought to do it. Much as I'd love to stick around and study the wildlife, we'd better get back to Quarry Mill. Boom, boom, boom. There'll be 2 more quests after this. 85, 87, 90. 88. We've done well to gather so much wild grass. As promised, I've called upon Innocent Stalk to advise us on our next steps. I've placed an order with an alchemist acquaintance for custom-made diffuser pouches, which we may employ to spread the aroma over a wide area while prolonging its potency. We will issue these products to the Twin Adder units tasked with driving the beast into an isolated location of our choosing, away from civilians, at an ideal spot for the final showdown. That's good thinking. Indeed. Once the pouches have been produced, the beast is as good as ours. If I may, there is a further request I wish to make. Rather than slaying Ixoc outright, would you instead be able to capture it alive? The better to understand its behavior, such knowledge will prove invaluable should predators of similar nature trouble us in the future. That's a risk we can't afford to make, madam. Those hunters of yours tried baiting it with a carcass laced with sedatives, but Ixoc saw right through their plan. It's demonstrated a degree of cunning to rival any man's. Even if we did capture it, it's only a matter of time before it escapes and kills again. There's only one way you can deal with a monstrosity like that. You slay it first chance you get. No half measures, no hesitation. Then we are left with no other choice. Pray forgive me for making such an ill-considered suggestion. I shall abandon all thoughts of capturing the beast. Instead, turn my attention to the procurement of the diffuser pouches. You will hear from me soon. She's gonna try and capture it. You ought to know by now what we're up against. Why even ask? Got her own angle. Innocent Stalk can't be trusted. I ain't the type to guess at folks' motivations. Wish you'd do us all a favor and put our cards on the table. The rich and powerful are really so obliging. Got that right. But since us salt of the earth are speaking our minds, there's a fear in you. But of what I can't tell. Skillful your thoughts? Never know. I might be able to help. Jesus, a lot of words. a lot of phrases. Well, after talking with those adventurers, I can't help but feel a little scared of Ixoc. That's all. Anyway, I should return to Gridania to make my report. Folks always saying one thing but meaning another. Just when I was starting to believe I'd gotten the hang of polite conversation. Ain't no forcing the issue, I know. If Goliath has something to say, he'll say it when he's good and ready. But now, we gotta wait on those pouches. Who knows how long they'll be. I'll keep an eye on things here, so I recommend you get ready to face Ixoc. I'm ready. Whether or not we face it now is another question. 88 and then 90. Elias sent word that the diffuser pouches are ready. He's headed on over now. Once he arrives, we can finally put his plan into action. The pouches have been distributed among the twin heirs, along with instructions on correct handling. You see, according to the alchemist who made them, the aroma of wild grass dulls the senses. For the average person, this would do little more than soothe the nerves, but to a creature with a heightened sense of smell, the effect would be far more pronounced. As for where we will entrap Ixok, Innocent Stork has proposed a location in the Dravanian hinterlands that he believes is ideal. The surrounding area is largely uninhabited, and Idleshire, the only settlement nearby, is relatively simple to defend. We've already consulted with its guardians. They gave us their blessing to... That's all well and good, but by the look of your face, you're not. I ain't gonna press, but I suggest that once we get to Dravania, you best hang back and leave the fighting to us. You know full well I'm keeping things from you, yet you're still so concerned for my well-being. Why? Just my way, I suppose. Or the way I was trained as a Viper. It's our job to keep folks safe from creatures that go against the natural order. Doesn't matter who you are or whose side you're on. Politics, feuds, all that drama, ain't none of that our concern. I'd admit, I've got my doubts about you, but you're still someone I need to protect Ixok. Or from Ixok. Simple as that. There's something you need to know. Out in western courses is... Well, as I thought. You've yet to depart from Quarry Mill. What's keeping you? Lieutenant Goliath, what is the matter? You look like someone just walked over your grave. Glad to find the two of you in better spirits, though. Seeing as our friend is somewhat under the weather, perhaps it's best he stays behind with me in Idleshire. No objections here. But Goliath and I were having a heart-to-heart, if you don't mind. I do. We have a schedule to keep, and I must insist that our dear Vipers get underway. While you're en route to the Dravanian hinterlands, I would be happy to lend an ear to Goliath in his troubles. Oh, we're going into an ambush. Don't worry yourself. Of no import. I wish you both good hunting. Yeah. The place we're going to isn't where we're laying the trap. It's an ambush of her goons. And he knows, and he was about to warn us. Talk about shit timing. The line. For better or for worse, we'll find out what he was holding back soon enough anyway. What is with the lighting on my face right now? So weird. Anyway, we got Terrell Vigil. I don't think we do. I think this is going to be an ambush. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. No sign of Ixok, which give us time to pick a good spot for an ambush. Let me know what you find. Do this. Pet the dog. Alright. Survey possible. Execution. There's striking dummies here? What the hell? I did not know that. Found something you ain't gonna believe. Now that gotta be one of Innocent Stalk's diffuser pouches. Somebody must have hidden it nearby. A bag of wild grass stinking up the place. There's no way Ixoc was ever gonna show. Goliath and Innocent Stalk sent us on a wild alpaca chase. So where's our Terrell Vidra if it ain't here? And if I know, but Innocent Stalk does. Read. No coincidence he showed up just as Goliath was about to spill his beans. What was it? Western cursed ass something or the other? Western cursed ass? Western Corthus. Wait, cursed ass, sorry. Corthus is a place? Because if there ain't a name that conjures all kind of unfortunate imagery, I don't know what is. Any luck, that clue will lead us to Innocent Stalk. She's probably still plotting to capture Ixoc alive. Stubborn fool. Alright, let's go. That was a great line. Western cursed ass. Probably gonna call this place that from now on. No sign of our tricksters or Ixoc. Best keep searching. Dun, 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 dun. Ba-da-dun. There they are. Oh, they do actually have it in a cage. Well, if it isn't the esteemed Vipers, who with all their supposed skill and intellect asserted that capturing Great Ixoc was nigh impossible. Or perhaps you were simply afraid. But neither, we wanted to kill it. As you can see, I proved equal to the task, and all it took was a little ingenuity. I understand Ixoc's cunning and cruelty better than anyone. There's no way you got it in that cage without... Wait, where's your bodyguard? You yourself observed how attempting to lure Ixoc was obvious, with obvious bait ended in failure. But a beast is still a beast. A predator that is compelled to hunt. Casualties are inevitable, and a prudent strategy must account for them. An exceptional one, however, would leverage this element to its advantage, as mine did. You ordered him to put sedatives in his pocket and face Ixoc alone. It was over before it began. Screams still ring in my ears. You fed Ixoc the sedatives and your bodyguard along with them? You're telling me he willingly offered himself up? Enthusiastically, even. All to ensure his plague-stricken family received treatment, the duration of which would be determined by his performance. He all but leapt into the beast's maw. As I'm sure Goliath would agree, there's no limit to what we can accomplish when given the appropriate incentive. Oh, shit. Why go to such despicable lengths to capture? Why go to such despicable lengths to capture it? Oh, please. Everyone's getting what they wanted, so let's not quibble over the details. As a gesture of goodwill, I'll even answer your question. Rudely asked though it was. Okay, me being the rude one? What the fuck? Everyone has their own unique proclivities, and I am no exception. I have awoken to the thrill of bringing rare and ferocious beasts under my power. Yep, she is a beast master. But that only whets my appetite for the true pleasure when I unleash my pets upon worthy opponents to enact scenes of glorious carnage. I've met my share of monsters, but none of them compare to you. A monster and a fool. That's a Vidra. The moment you open that cage, it's gonna rip you to shreds. Indeed it would, if it were so inclined. But if Ixoc is as intelligent and bloodthirsty as you say, it will soon learn that I can provide a constant supply of worthy prey. In return, it will accept me as its master. It's awake? Fuck! What the fuck? I grow tired of this place. One of my lesser pets should be more than adequate to dispose of you. After all, I am loath to release Ixoc while it remains subdued. And though I may not be watching, do try to put on a good show regardless. That's it. It's only pretending to be asleep. Alright, let's kill this thing. Burstles! Scream! For the record, I hate Kirito, just for the record. But can't help but think that when you activate that mode. Thanks, I owe you. God damn it. Can't even believe anyone would be stupid enough to try taming a Vidra, never mind Ixoc itself. But what really sticks in my claw is that Goliath has been dancing to Innocent Stork's tune. And there I was thinking he needed our help. He seemed afraid of her, like before. You're right. There's more to this than meets the eye. Anyway, no point freezing our asses off here. The weather just cleared up a little bit. Let's get back to Quarry Mill to think things over. Alright, we're almost done. That's one final quest. One thing I know for certain is that Ixoc ain't gonna play the obedient pet for long. Innocent Stork's gonna find that out the hard way. But I reckon they'll be after she gets the urge to indulge her twisted appetite. I'll do what I can to suss out where she got to before then. Then there's Goliath. The twin adders need to know what he's been up to, and that he's still alive, for now at least. You best get back to your training for now. Cage or not, Ixoc's out there, and our job ain't done till it's dead. Alright. Since the last time we spoke, the twin adders have been looking for Goliath, but they ain't found hide nor hair of him. Meanwhile, there's been plenty of Ixoc sightings. Seems innocent Stork's eager to put her new pet to work. I expect that's why Goliath's commanding officer asked for our help. Let's head to the adder's nest and hear what they have to say. Let's do this. Good to finally meet you both. Goliath spoke highly of you and your contributions to our hunt for Ixoc. Speaking of which, got any information for us, right? We've received multiple eyewitnesses reports of a creature surpassing even the most elite marks. Dispatches its victim swiftly before flying away. At innocent Stork's direction, I would wait. She's setting Ixoc loose to kill for her own amusement. Those slain were mostly roaming adventurers, but the circumstances of each attack suggest an escalation. Beasts are striking in broad daylight, closer to more populated settlements. Risk of a massacre grows greater by the day. Here's another matter I wish to discuss, which may shed some light on the city. We have received a letter from Goliath. Though the details are sparse, he wishes to resign from the letter also includes a message for two of you. You recall our discussion in Southern Thanalan? Though my aspirations were beyond me, I pray you succeed in fulfilling your own. Our discussions in Southern Thanalan? Wait, we talked in Southern Thanalan? When did we talk in Southern Thanalan? We never went to Southern Thanalan. We went to Central Thanalan. But near the Southern. Oh, it's a clue to where they are. Duh. It's a coded message. The coded message for him to tell us where to go. I remember Glass. You want to prevent those bright futures from dying before time. That's why you joined Twin. Wait, we had that talk in the Shroud, not Thanalan. And he mentions our aspirations, which is to protect people from the rampaging beasts. Don't you see? He's telling us that Ixoc's gonna appear in Southern Thanalan. A hidden message, albeit not a particularly well hidden one. If innocent Stork reads this, she would have surely divined his intent. I can only assume that she knew and allowed the letter to be sent regardless. What better way to lure you into a confrontation with Ixoc than by taking advantage of Goliath's sincere plea for help? Crap or not, confrontation suits me fine. If it's a show she wants, then we're happy to oblige. As for where, doubtless wishes to avoid attracting the attention of the immortal flames and the armor jar. This ghouly desert, like as not. I will send word to Uldar, but in the meantime, I wish you every success. Alright, let's go. We'll kill this Taral Vidra. Boom, boom, boom. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Final duty. Another carcass. This was Ixok's work. Didn't expect the trail to be this easy to pick up, but perhaps I should have. All that's left now is to walk straight into the trap. No viper worth the salt ever sheared away from danger, am I right? Let's do this! Oh. Dun 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 dun. Such grace, such power, magnificence itself given form, worthy of awe. Alas, these mediocre distractions are a poor canvas for your art. It's over, innocent stork. On the contrary, the main attraction is just beginning. Elias, what have you done to him? After his childish trick with the coded letter, I decided to let Ixok punish him. An appetizer, if you will. All the money and the privilege in the world. And this is how you choose to use it? Killing for the sake of killing? You're no better than a Taral Vidra. A monster that deserves to die. A flattering comparison, though you seem to be forgetting the literal monster that stands before you. Ixok, I've brought you fresh prey. Let's have him. He's about to kill her. No. Oh, I haven't forgotten about you. A coward though, through and through, I knew. But one I thought had some pride. Guess I was wrong. It's time, Ixok is ours. I was hoping Ixok would just kill her before we fought. That would have been perfect. He'd be like, oh, I'm done with you. Alright. Let's do this. Dun, 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 dun. It's a good thing that just goes for so long. Why are you going over there? Oh, there's a phase change? This all you're capable of? Okay, she's gonna die here. Are you not satisfied with the prey I have provided? You'll have all that you want and more, but only if you obey. Kill them! Kill them now! I demand it! This ain't the Ixoc I know. I reckon innocent stalk is the reason why. I can smell the wild grass on her. A less potent mixture than one we doled out before. Just enough to keep Ixoc at arm's length. But even that's too much for the Vigil's senses. That's why it's addled and can't think straight. Even so, he's made a fool's bet. Ixoc's only tolerated innocent stalk, her shenanigan to sate its own bloodlust. Two apex predators can't make nice forever. I'm not done with you yet. Oh, Goliath, you stubborn worm. Oh, what? I knew it. Was gonna kill her. Maybe now it can concentrate on the fight. Alright, Teru. Give it everything you've got. Come on, you should be using the new music. Boom, 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 boom. Oh shit, I didn't expect the double up there. Surely it's gonna do the sides, yeah. So streamer. In the wings now. I fucked up. I also realized I should have done that at during that point. Oh, I fucked up. GG. Killed it. O restless beast, may you find peace in death. As the serpent sheds its skin, relinquish this husk, may you rise again to greet a new dawn. Innocent Stalk genuinely believed that she could bend such a creature to her will. That arrogance cost her life. He never understood that what she was dealing with, or afforded it proper respect. He took her superiority. But the power she wielded to flaunt the laws of men was powerless. Elias, Heru, thank you for everything. Was a damn sight harder than I reckoned it would be, but I finally avenged my brother in arms, fulfilled my... I I can once again hold my head high. Dun, dun, dun. Ixoc might be dead, but we've still got a loose end or two to tie up. You haven't told us yet why you led us on a merry chase for innocent Stork. May as well come clean now. Well, when I was a child, my merchant parents were slain by a wild creature on their travels. I meant what I said at Full Gourd when I told you I swore to save others from a similar fate. That's why I joined the Twin Headed. A commendable motivation. And then I met Innocent Stork, who explained with great enthusiasm that she shared my desire to protect others by bringing these beasts to heal. I thought I had found a kindred spirit, but I later realized she'd fed me nothing but lies. She used me to obtain information collected by Twin Adders, all for the sake of identifying potential additions to her menagerie. I disclosed all manners of sensitive intelligence to her, believing it was in furtherance of her efforts to save lives. By the time I learned of her true intentions, it was too late. I confronted her, told her that I was gonna inform my superiors. She smiled and laughed and said she would release her fangs upon Danya if I spoke a word, with some of her finest reserved specifically for my family. I'm guessing it was Innocent Stork's idea if you joined the investigation in Ixoc. It was. No excuse for what I did. Allowing myself to become her pawn has led to so much needless suffering. Nothing I can say or do will ever be enough to earn your forgiveness. Whatever punishment awaits me, I shall accept it gladly. Well, Teru, what do you think? I think you should decide, Kiskwa. It's not my place. If he had only done me wrong, I'd be willing to look the other way. But his deception caused all kinds of trouble for the Twin Adders. They're the ones who need to stand in judgment. Right. I request that my superiors meet us at Quarry Mill, where I shall give them a full account. It's settled then. Meet us there when you're ready. Alright. What's that? Oh. As a soldier of the Twin Adders, your actions are inexcusable. Once I have made my report, expulsion will be the least of your worries. There will likely be a trial. Where I come from, we don't take kindly to liars neither. Our word is our bond. Violation of that trust demands punishment. But I will say this, the lies he told were to protect the people of Gridania. Not only that, his actions he took contributed directly to the defeat and death of it. I won't say the ends justify the means, but it's not nothing. Duly noted, though I trust you understand that this consideration may not change the outcome. Yes, sir. I ain't my place to tell you folks how to handle your business. I'm just a simple man who crossed the salt to kill a Vidra. But if Goliath isn't stuck in a cell for foreseeable future, I got something he can help me with. You see, now that my business concluded, it's high time I made my way home. Trouble is, passage is more than I can presently afford. I'm gonna need to put in some work, and I reckon Goliath could help me find clients. Vipers. For a simple man who knows better than to tell us how to handle our business. You have struck upon an intriguing solution. Well, I have spent a fair bit of time in the company of a silver-tongued someone. Elias, your conduct cannot easily be forgiven. Even so, it must be acknowledged that you played a vital role in the stain of FFXIV. We're to never again stray from the path of righteousness, and no charges will be brought against you. Or he's just deciding this now? He said there's probably going to be a trial. What happened to the thought of there being a trial? Moreover, I will accept your voluntary resignation, as you did previously request. This arrangement, you may yet pursue your dream of defending the innocent from nature's most deadly threats, in your capacity as Kisqua's assistant. What do you say? What say you? Oh fuck. This is what I say. I shall do as you ask. You have my word. Though I will bear the shame of my misdeeds as long as I live. I shall endeavor to redeem myself through service to the people. For the people. You can start by finding me some beasties. Well, it seems like I'll be sticking around Eorzea for a while longer. In the meantime, you're sure to find clients of your own. I reckon this content's more than big enough for the both of us. Wherever there are folks in need of a Viper, that's where we'll be. Dun 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 dun. Ugh. Ugh. With that, the Viper job quests are concluded. Alright. So, that's all for tonight's stream. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I will be streaming tomorrow after the patch has dropped and new raids have dropped, and I'll be doing the raids. It's going to be a later stream than usual because I believe 10 o'clock is when the patch is scheduled to go live, go out of maintenance. So we'll be streaming late, and then that will be the last stream for like a week and a half, as I'll be away after that. So look forward to that. But like I said, that's all for tonight. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.